So you want to be unbothered. You want to stand strong. You don't want to care what people have to say or think about you. But let's just be real here. Let's just admit you do care. You do. And that's okay. That's normal. That's human. You know, that's part of our blood. That's how our brains are wired to care what people think about us and what people say about us. It's totally reasonable, you know? But it just comes to a point where you gotta think and realize, like, is this helping me at all? Does this benefit me in any way? Like, does this improve my life or make me any better by caring so much about people's opinions of me like this? If the answer is no, then I think you gotta change that.
But my vision ends with the apple on the tree. That's on my chest cause I ain't ready to save them. Ready to give up on anybody that plays them. And I think I love him just like I raised him. When he call me mama, little mama, I call him babe.
Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to turn negativity in any situation into power and stop caring so much what people think about you. So first things first, learn the difference between criticism and hate, okay? So certain types of criticism can be helpful. It can help you improve, you know, be actually really good to listen to, you know, even help you realize something you did wrong or just something that someone can use to like want to help you be better in some sort of way. But a lot of people use criticism or saying, oh, I was just trying to help, as an excuse to cover and mask the fact that they're actually trying to bring you down, make you feel insecure or bad about yourself, and take away your power. So what hate is just completely unnecessary, unhelpful comments or words that are not meant to help you in any way. People could say, oh, I was just giving my opinion, I was just trying to help. But no, girl, if it's literally not gonna improve you and all it is bringing you down, making you feel horrible about yourself, that is hate, and that is what you should not listen to. That's irrelevant. It's just meant to be mean to you, to try to like lower your spirits. But however, constructive criticism is good. Like, that's the type of criticism that helps you. It's okay to listen to actually better yourself, you know? Sometimes it can be hard to listen to and it might trigger you, you know? But like, maturing is owning up to your mistakes and what you did wrong and improving, or just like simply accepting that there's some growth and changes that need to be made. So now for the point of this video, how to not let hate affect you and how to turn it into your superpower. This is something that takes a lot of time, all right? You're never gonna get it overnight. You know, it's really hard not to let it affect you, to not think about it. And even I still struggle with that, you know? Sometimes stuff like that can bring me down, but in the end, I always get back up. You know, I remember who the heck I am, and then, you know, I'm back to myself again. So let's get one thing straight, all right? Why do people hate on you or hate you? What's the reason behind that? I mean, it could really come from all sorts of reasons. You know, there might be something you do or have done to somebody that like triggers them or makes them hold some sort of resentment against you. If it's truly your fault, then that's up to you to like own up to and make up with them, make right with them. But if they still won't accept it, you know, how you've changed or apologize, then that's on them, you know? But here's the thing though. What if people hate on you or hate you when you haven't done anything wrong, you know, for no reason? You're just being unbothered, minding your business, living your life, being yourself. You're not hurting anybody, you know, you're not trying to cause any problems, and people still hate you. People still hate on you. You know, just doing what makes you happy, like, it can make people so mad. Now that is a problem with them, not you. That is a problem with them. It always comes from deep inside. It always comes from their inner problems inside. That's not your fault. The truth is, people hate what's better than them. People hate seeing somebody who's like higher up above them, who is a better person, confident in themselves, happy with themselves, and they see you having all that and they don't have that within themselves. Like, they'll see somebody have what they don't have, you know, whether it be like your energy, your confidence, even physical things like your looks, your boyfriend, your status, like popularity, you know, maybe your wealth or whatever. And they will envy that. Like they will get automatically triggered just seeing you, just being yourself, if you have what they don't have, and if there's something like lacking inside of them. Like there's got to be something empty within them, you know, to make them actually lash out at you about it. Like that's literally jealousy, bro. You're pretty, you're popular, you have a nice home, good grades, a good boyfriend, like any of those things, even, you know, both physical things, mental things, like your energy, spiritual things, you know, people envy that, all right? Some people will see the worth in you. They will see how special you are even if you don't realize it, and that's what triggers them and makes them want to bully you, bring you down. But like, what if you feel like you have none of those things? Like you have nothing that anybody could ever want or envy, you know, you don't feel special at all. You're confused and like wondering why people still hate you, you know? Like even when they could be prettier, you know, more popular, more rich, you know, it seems like they have everything you don't have, you know. Their hatred towards you or their jealousy, like it's very possible, you know, because it comes from inside, you know. Like there are deeper things in you that you might not realize are worth more than these superficial things like looks, status, money. You know, I already named them. Like it's your energy, your happiness, your confidence, your like your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, you know, just your mindset, you know, how you live your life, you know, how you are. Like there's so much. It might not be like anything you realize is so important, like those superficial things, but like what's important is what you have inside, and people can see that. Like that is something that so many people don't have in this world. You know, we are surrounded by people who are just lost, who are insecure, who are just miserable and just go along with what everybody else does. They're like haters, they're mean, they're just everything's wrong about them, bro. But there are only some people in this world who are like special, you know. They have the right mind in life, they have the right motives, you know, intentions. Like they have goals and something to have a purpose for. You know, people might look pretty out from the outside, but they might not be on the inside. They might feel alone, unloved. Like they seek external validation from other people to determine their worth, you know? And they rely on superficial things to determine their worth. Like, you know, they could think that they're all that because they're so pretty or because they're so popular, but that's like the only thing in their mind that makes them feel good about themselves. And once they lose all of that, then what do they have? What do they have? Who are they? You gotta have like a base. You gotta know who you are without any of these things. Like imagine that you're broke, you're sadly single, you are not pretty, you're not popular, you feel like you don't have anything. But that is when you gotta know like who you are as a person. That's the thing that matters in life the most. It's your soul that lasts when you die. It's your soul that goes into heaven or hell. You know, like nothing on this earth will be carried with you in the end. You know, it's all gonna be temporary. It's all gonna vanish away. But like the only thing you have is your soul. Like pretty looking people can totally feel insecure on the inside. They might feel like crappy about themselves. They might feel like horrible about themselves. They might even not even think they're pretty or whatever, or they'll just rely on the wrong things, you know, to determine their worth. But you don't, you know what's inside. You know, if you're this certain special type of person, you know, that you're getting like envy, you're getting hate, you know, like they see your energy. Them seeing your energy, your confidence, your presence, it intimidates them, bro. It threatens them. It scares them, you know, makes them feel inferior to you. Like immediately, it's like automatic trigger, you know, because they see somebody who they wish that they could have what they have, like no matter what it is, like they'll immediately know you're special. And then even if they're like insecure enough or lost enough in their mind, like they might just lash out on you and affect you, make you feel horrible because of their own like jealousy. What do? They try to bring you down. They try to bring you down to their level because that's where they want to see you. They don't want to see you rise up. They don't want to see you be so high, be so happy. The people that talk behind your back, girl, they're behind you. They're already behind you. Like, that's why they're talking behind your back. But don't fall for it, girl. Don't fall for it. Like, know who the hell you are. You know, study yourself to become more confident. Know who you are. Like, that is what matters. Be so strong on your own beliefs that in the end, these low-life people can't affect you. Like, you gotta be so strong in yourself and who you are and your beliefs that it comes to a point where one day these people are gonna try to bring you down. You know, they're gonna bully you, they're gonna do whatever, make fun of you, and then that's when you know, like, you know immediately the truth. You know, they're jealous, they're insecure, you know, they are miserable, have their own problems in their life. It is not about me, it is about them. And that's how you can move on and not think so much about it, because you know that, like, they are seeing something special in you, and that's why they act out, that's why they do this stuff. Girl, if you're getting haters, it means you're relevant. You are relevant. You are relevant. You are somebody. You are somebody. All celebrities have haters. All celebrities have haters. But who doesn't? Who doesn't? It's the real nobodies. The people who are only liked, always liked. Those are the people who don't have anything special about them usually. It's the truth. It's, like, sad to admit, but that's the truth. Like, you could see somebody who looks like they have so many friends and everybody likes them. But who knows? You know, all these friends, all these people who like them, they could be the exact same as them. They could be just as shallow, just as lost, and they just go with the flow, whatever looks good on the outside or whatever is the most comfortable to them. But what they get uncomfortable with is seeing somebody special, seeing somebody who's not afraid to be themselves. That's what makes people uncomfortable, and that's a good thing. It means you're doing something right, girl. Like, I am somebody who has such a strong and positive mindset ever since I was 12 years old. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. I know who the heck I am inside, you know, I know why I'm here. I have a purpose and everything. I know what I believe, the ways I think, and I'm not gonna get swayed by other people's opinions because I already know the truth about my own. And that holds a lot of power right there. Like, I don't look for external validation because this is my life. This is me. The only opinions that matter are God's and mine. So if you're not living my life, you don't know me personally, you haven't, you know, walked a mile in my shoes, you are not me, you'll never be me, then why do you get a say in who I am, what type of person I am, or what I do? Why do somebody who is not even my circle, who doesn't even have my phone number, who's not even important to me, who I don't even think about, why would I let them determine what I think about myself? What? Like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Like, if my friend has a problem with me, like somebody who I really care about, and she brings up something that she might not like about me or that I'm doing wrong, you know, I'll take that into consideration because this is somebody that I care about, that I already, like, have as important to me, you know, I'm gonna listen to their opinion. But you also just gotta watch out, like, for the unnecessary ones, even from people who you think are your friends, you know, they could be fake for all you know. Like, in this world, I realize, bro, like, you really can't trust anybody. You can't. In the end, like, all you have is you. All you have is you and God. Like, these people, bro, they could be nice to you one day. They could be your best friend. You could think they're the most genuine person in the world. The next day, they're gonna stab your back and talk shit about you with all the people that you guys agreed together that you didn't like and were so bad. And they'll hang out with those people the next day. Like, that's why you gotta know, bro, like, this isn't your fault, you know, because they are so lost inside. They're gonna be influenced by everyone around them. They don't even know who they are, you know? Like, I had an experience a couple years ago where there were two pretty, very popular girls in my school who look like they have everything, you know, like they have this status, very high popularity, you know, people think they're very pretty, they seem to be very wealthy, you know, be like style, trendy, people like them, whatever. And they bullied me out of nowhere. They harassed me, they screamed at me, called me names, yelled at me, cussed me out. All I did was just walk past them. We had never talked before. I had never bothered them before. I had never been friends with them. Like, I barely even knew them. But, like, the second I walked past them one day, they just went all off on me. They were yelling at me, everything, calling me these names. it was a really disgusting situation. It was really obnoxious. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I was just minding my own business. I was walking confidently, you know, didn't do anything to them, but something got triggered in them and made them so mad just by my presence, just by seeing me walk by, that they felt the need to just yell at me so loudly. And for like the whole week after that, they kept harassing me, kept calling out my name. And even like this year, they started more drama and stuff. But that's something that we resolved, something that I don't want to talk about anymore. But I'm just saying, this is an example about how people that you think have everything and are pretty and popular and like, oh, how could they possibly be insecure? These are the most insecure people of all. These are the most insecure people. These girls are hella insecure. And how do I know that? I don't know them personally, but I know because of their actions. It's because they're willing to treat somebody so badly who they don't even know, who never even did anything to them. They're willing to just be a horrible person to somebody. That just shows who the heck they are. And nobody who's actually happy with themselves and confident in themselves will do that to someone. They won't hate on someone. You know, they'll hype them up, they'll support them, you know? These girls are so miserable, so lost, so sad. That's how it is with thousands, millions of people. Every person who hates on you for no reason, bro, they are freaking hella insecure. They hate themselves. They hate their lives. Because, like, why are they spending energy trying to bring you down so much? Like, if they were higher than you, they wouldn't need to do that. No, they see you being better than them. And then they want to break that. You know, these people think that their worth just revolves around their popularity, their status, like maybe their looks, but deep inside, they know that they don't have what I have. They were totally jealous of me. It's obvious, you know, just the way they acted out. They were obsessed with me for a while, and it's such a huge problem with me because maybe they weren't jealous of my looks. Maybe they weren't jealous of anything about me, but what's inside, you know, what my energy is, my confidence, you know, how I know who the heck I am, you know, unapologetically myself. Like, I have the confidence they don't, and I'm not afraid to be myself, and they are, so that triggers them. They see somebody doing what they don't do and having what they don't have and that they want. I'm not afraid to be myself. I am very genuine and authentic as a person. But they're the opposite. They are the fakest people in the world. Me personally, I could never stoop as low as them or as anybody to hate on anyone for no reason. Anybody. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't gossip about people. I don't talk behind people's backs unless it's actually something bad that they did to me or bad they did to someone else. Like, I will talk about real situations, but I won't go being randomly like, oh, she's so ugly, what's she wearing, you know? Like, why does she look like that? Who does she think she is? No, ew. Frick, what? I'm like not insecure to be talking like that about people, because that would genuinely just would make me feel bad about myself, knowing I'm a person who is like that, and it just makes me sound insecure too. That's not me, bro. I know who I am, so I don't bash people for who they are unless they're like actually harming people, you know? I would never stoop so low to bully innocent people at all or hate on anybody, but that's what these type of people use to cope. But no matter how sad I am, I wouldn't treat people badly because of my own problems, and if I realize that I do, I make it right with them and I apologize. But I'm somebody who cannot live with myself. I can't go to sleep peacefully with myself knowing that I hurt somebody's feelings unreasonably, and that's a beautiful thing to have and to be like and have so much self-awareness, you know? And when you face this type of negativity, haters, people trying to make you feel insecure, weaker, make you doubt yourself or bring you down, then you just gotta remember why they do it. Why they do it always comes from inside. It is a problem with them, not with you. And remember that getting hate means you're doing something right, okay? You're relevant, baby, you're relevant. You know, you're somebody. Because if you're nobody, then why would people hate on you? Because they don't see anything in you. They don't see anything in you. Like, imagine how much hate the celebrities face. Like, I couldn't even imagine being in their positions, bro. I mean, maybe I will be as famous as them one day. I hope to be. But imagine how much hate they get. Imagine how much they go through, you know? Because these celebrities, you know, that they're successful. They're somebody in life. Like, they put themselves out there, but the bullies, the haters, they're the ones who don't have anything going for them. They have nothing. They have Nothing. They don't know who they are, so they bring down the people who they're secretly jealous of to make themselves feel better. Like, it's pathetic, you know, but it's simple. That's just how it is. It's sadly how the world works. It's how people are, and you just gotta know that. Sometimes the nobodies, the people who don't have anything going for them, and these haters or mean girls themselves, like, they're the ones who have the most friends, and don't be fooled by that. Don't think that that's a good thing that makes them a good person because they have the most friends. You know, the realest ones out there, they will have the least amount of friends because they know like who to avoid and who to keep in their circle. Like, you don't even need that many people as long as you have you and God. That's the most important. But like, I'm someone, I don't even have many friends. I just like, I don't want to be friends with a lot of people who I don't trust. I only am friends with the people I trust, you know, and who are like a positive influence in my life, who make me happy and support me, you know? Just remember, guys, we live in a world that hates the truth, tries to twist it and deny it. Like, they hate what's good, but they love what's evil. You know, they praise what's evil. So you can just walk out of the scene after you get bullied, or if somebody's talking bad about you, being mean to your face, whatever it is, you know, when people give you negative energy, you can walk out of there knowing that you're special, you're a winner, they're a loser, and they're probably obsessed with you because, you know, you're that freaking girl, okay? Never forget it. Look in the mirror today knowing that you're that girl and you're the best. And I think so about myself, you know? I see myself every day and I tell myself, you deserve everything in life. You deserve everything you want. You know, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Like, as long as I work for it, you know, I'm a great person. I know who I am, you know, I'm a positive person. Like, I know that I deserve what I want. I know I deserve all the luxuries, you know, my dream life. And I already have everything, like, in my mind, you know. Boys hate on you because they can't be with you, and girls hate on you because they can't be you. And anybody who tries to deny this is a secret hater themselves who does not want to admit the truth because they know that they are the problem, period. Girl, they're not even worth it. They're not worth the energy. Like, don't spend so much time, like, worrying about their opinions, you know, dwelling so much over it and think what they say really matters. Just ignore it, girl, because that gives you the power. Not giving someone the reaction that they want out of you after bringing you down, like, not giving them that reaction is still staying strong. It gives you the power. Like, don't give them your power, bruh. That's what they want. And when people see that you have dreams and goals, aspirations, and things you're working toward and are passionate about, they're gonna try to bring them down as well, girl. Because what are these people? Like, they don't have their own dreams. They don't have their own goals. They don't know who the freak they are and who they want to be. So again, it's like, it's about insecurity. It's about jealousy. Even somebody very close to me who I trusted, who was supposed to be one of my closest friends, was the person who seemed to doubt me the most and who was the most mean and negative towards my dreams and goals. She didn't support me. She told me that I'd fail, that I wouldn't be successful, that I'm not gonna go anywhere, you know, all this twisted stuff. And why did that person say that? It's because they feel that way about themselves. They're literally just letting out to you what they feel about themselves. Is what people do. They have projection. Like, they don't have their own goals, their own dreams, and they see somebody with that, so they're just like, you know, that threatens me, so I don't want to see it. I don't want to have to, like, be in your presence, you know, because you're too much for me. You're too much. But girl, don't be afraid to be too much. Don't be afraid to be too much, to be yourself. You know, take up all the space you want. This person said, you're delusional. Your dreams are delusional. They're not real. Like, all the people who've done extraordinary things in life, who've accomplished great things, do you think that, like, if they had just believed that they couldn't do it and that it's not realistic, then do you think that, like, any of it would have happened? Do you think that they would have actually accomplished it? No, like, they took that step, they took the action, they believed that they could do it. Like, imagine the inventor of iPhone. Like, nobody in the past would have ever thought before that that could be possible, but someone made it possible. Anything is possible. Like, bro, you make your reality. You create your reality. You just gotta believe it and take action. Being delusional is how you win. It's how you win. And into being scared and not even trying, that's how you lose. That's how you're a loser. Don't ever shrink yourself for somebody else's comfort to make them feel better about themselves. No, shine, shine, shine. They're scared of you being somebody in life. But prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Prove that you will be successful, but don't talk about it. Don't tell them anymore. Don't say your goals. Show it. Put in the work, put in the action, and they're gonna see that they were wrong. They're gonna see that in the future, You gotta have the belief in yourself. Like, you will make it no matter what. You will make it. I believe that 100,000%. I will make it. I will be everything that I want to be in life. I will accomplish all my goals because I truly believe it. And with God, nothing is impossible. With God, she will not fail. That's one of the verses. God is within her, for she will not fail, bro. She will not fail. And if your plan doesn't go according to plan like you want it, then there's something better for you. There's something even better. Always trust it. People bring down your dreams and your goals because they don't have their own. That's it, period. Nobody who actually, knows who they are and who knows what they want to be and are working towards it, or who is even successful, they're not going to doubt the beginners or doubt the people who are starting, who haven't gotten anywhere yet. They're going to know that you can make it. All the millionaires and billionaires, they started somewhere. They started being poor. They started dropping out of high school, Then they made something legendary. They did something legendary and became the best. So I'm somebody who, the second I see people hating on me or trying to bring me down, I don't even have to think about it. I just immediately know that they are jealous of me. They're insecure. I'm better. And I'm worth hating on. I'm so worth hating on because I'm special. I'm that girl, period. Hate is such a strong emotion. Hate is such a powerful emotion. And if you can make somebody feel like that just by existing, you can make someone hate you. You are the most powerful thing ever. I love that for me. I love that so much for me, because not feeling like that, not thinking that you're that girl, I know how it feels. Not being confident, not feeling like you're special, bro. It's miserable. You're not happy. You feel miserable. Don't think like that. The people who are so miserable, who don't think good about themselves, that's why they feel so bad and want to bring other people down. I'm not doing that. I always get back up. That is how I turn hate into power. You just gotta have it inside. You gotta have that mindset, girl. You gotta know the truth behind it. Why people act the way they do. Who the heck you are. It might take a while to truly build up and believe this type of mindset, but you will get there if you really want to, if it's really important to you, That's what's called a baddie mindset. Keep repeating these affirmations, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am confident, I can accomplish anything, I'm special, I'm loved by God, I'm beautifully created, all that good stuff. Repeat it in your head as many times as you want until you really believe it, because you deserve it. But yeah, guys, anyway, make sure to comment any questions or just anything you want to say down below. I definitely will be making more videos like this soon. I love to talk. I love to share my mindset and my truth. I love to do this. I love to motivate people and inspire people, and I need to make more videos like this, y'all. I really do, because I want to spread a positive impact in the world. That is so important to me, to actually help people, to change people's lives, to make them feel better about themselves. I love that. I love knowing that I inspired someone, I motivated them, I made them feel confident. That makes me so happy inside. That's so important to me, my mindset and everything. And I love to share with others, motivate them and make them feel better. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Just remember, you're beautiful. You're loved. God is there. God is there. With him, you can do anything. You are worthy, put on this earth for a reason, Don't let people bring you down. Don't let these lowlifes who don't even like themselves and who they are, never let them bring you down, girl. Shine. Anyway, y'all, I love you so much. Stay positive. I love you so much, guys. Mwah.
It's connected to you.